Hello, everybody, and welcome into Glenpool High School. It's time for the 5th grade Division AA championship game between the Sapulpa Chieftains Blue, who come into this contest undefeated on the year, 10-0, and Lincoln Christian Black, who comes into this contest at 9-1. Sapulpa won the toss, and they will receive to start this 5th grade championship contest. And Lincoln Christian will kick things off. They will be defending Glenpool, or excuse me, Sapulpa will be moving left to right here in the first half. Hunter Hindman will kick off for Lincoln Christian. The Bulldogs and the Chieftains set to kick things off here in the 5th grade Division AA championship game, and it's going to be recovered by Ben Bryant. Gives us an opportunity to take a look at the Sapulpa lineups as they will start on offense here in the first quarter. As Ben Bryant, there you see Ben Bryant, Isaiah Diaz, Brandon Woods, Isaiah Still, Owen Jones, Easton Howard, Bradley Breland, Cameron White, Gabriel Hamilton, Austin Pimentel, Kyler Bearpaw, and now we have time for the rest. Ethan Peterson, Preston Sherwood, Nicholas Dobbs, Preston Edmonstein, Dalton Rogers, Daniel Montgomery, Jackson Ritchie, Justin Squire, and Hunter DeGraffenried. Sapulpa will have the football. Owen Jones lined up under center for the Chieftains. He takes it. Backwards pass to Justin Squire. A little running play to the 45-40, and he's going to be tripped out of bounds on the far sideline. Sawyer Brooks making the tackle for Lincoln. Nice backwards pass. Justin Squire with the run. And Sapulpa now into Lincoln territory at the 39-yard line. Owen Jones under center now. A little wishbone look. Running back going up the middle. Brought down near the 35-yard line. Caleb Wilson on the tackle. Squire with the carry once again. Justin Squire on the run. Brings up second down and about 6 yards to go. Owen Jones, the quarterback for Sapulpa Blue. They have not lost this year. He'll turn around and he'll hand it off. Nice juke move to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Accelerating into the end zone. Justin Squire, all Squire on that possession. 3 carries, 50-plus yards, and a touchdown. Justin Squire with the long touchdown run, a 34-yard touchdown. For Justin Squire. They'll go for the point after here. Under center. Gonna pass it. Throws it in the end zone. Batted away in the end zone. Nice job for the Bulldogs. Looked like it was Luke Williams batting that away. Sapulpa jumping out to an early lead. 6-0 is our score. Gives us an opportunity before this next kickoff to thank our sponsors of this 5th grade AA championship game, starting with Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Huntington Tutoring, your tutoring solution. And finally, Classic Chevrolet, locally owned since 1988. It's the 5th grade AA title game. The INFC, Sapulpa will kick it off, and it's going to be recovered at the 50-yard line. Bottling it up was Luke Milligan. That time for the Bulldogs, Lincoln Christian Black. Here's a look at their complete team roster. Dylan Baldridge, Sawyer Brooks, Luke Milligan, Preston Whitmarsh, Hunter Hindman, Zyler Moore, Caleb Wilson, Luke Williams, Calvin Martinez, Brogan Mershon, Caden Rickey, David Smithwick, Preston Noble, Emery Hatfield, and we'll give you the rest here after this first down play. Luke turning around and handing it off to a running back, brought down immediately. That was number 28, Luke Williams on the carry. Let's take a look at the rest of the roster for Lincoln Christian Black. Isaac Renner, Grayson Swafford, and Sam Wash for Lincoln Christian Black, who comes into this game at 9-1 on the season. Shotgun formation this time from Luke Milligan. He wants to throw it downfield. Got a man at the 40. It's caught to the 35 and brought down by a trio of Chieftain defenders. Making the catch was Dylan Baldridge on the far sideline, favoring his left arm. Got banged up a little bit, but he's shaking it off. He looks all right. More importantly, it's a first down for Lincoln Christian, now down to the Sapulpa 34-yard line. Shotgun formation once again. This time it's going to hand off. He's got some room to run. He's to the 30, and he's going to carry a couple defenders about 2 yards. Luke Williams on the carry. Brandon Woods coming up to making the tackle. Lincoln Christian, a little hurry-up offense here. Shotgun formation. Couple receivers out to the right. This time it's going to be a direct snap to Williams. Williams, he's to the 25, trying to find the edge to the 20, and he's going to be brought down. Good tackle by Ben Bryant, who came up to make the stop. Luke Williams, though, picks up enough for the first down on the direct snap to Williams. Pistol formation. He's going to hand it off to Williams. Williams to the 15, cuts inside a defender to the 10, 5. It's a race to the pylon. Is he in? He looked in, and they're going to say he was out at the 1-yard line. Great run by Luke Williams. Williams hands the ball, though, to the referee and just kind of shakes his head like, man, what do I got to do to get into the end zone here? Under center is Dylan Baldridge. They're going to hand it off to Williams again. This time the Sapulpa defense holds. It's going to bring up a second down. Just outside the end zone. Preston Sherwood makes the tackle. Williams this time, he's going to be able to walk into the end zone for the Lincoln Christian touchdown. Williams with the 1-yard scamper. Luke Williams, the workhorse on this drive. Here's a 2-point conversion. They're going to try to kick this through the uprights. Hunter Hyman set to kick, and before we can do it, we got offsides on Sapulpa. So that's going to give Hunter at least a somewhat closer 2-point conversion attempt. Again, if you're not familiar with youth football rules, the normal PAT counts for 2. And that's what Hunter will try to do here. Try to tack on 2 points. And we got another flag. And offsides again on Sapulpa. And so they'll get it a little bit closer. Now you take a look at some of the Sapulpa coaches on the near sideline. Not sure if they agree with the call. And another penalty. This time it's on Lincoln Christian. And so that's going to be a false start penalty. That's going to back him up. We'll see if we can get this. See if we can get this attempt ever. They're going to continue to try to kick the 2-point conversion here. Hunter set for the snap. Here we go. Ball down. Kick is up. And no good for Lincoln Christian. So we're knotted up at 6 apiece. 4 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Both teams with a possession, both teams with touchdowns. Lincoln Christian 6, Sapulpa 6, almost halfway through the first quarter. Here's the 2016 INFC championship games in the AA division in 5th grade. Hunter Hyman set to kick off, and Lincoln Christian has tied things up with Sapulpa. It's 6-6. Kick going to be recovered at the 49-yard line. Preston Sherwood. It was kicked right to him. He grabbed it, hit the floor.
Good job, buddy. Hey, it sounded good. First and 10 for your Chieftains.
Now Sapulpa first and 10. You got Owen Jones under center. He's going to toss it. That's Easton Howard. Howard with some room to run. He spins into some Lincoln defenders, and we got a flag on the play. It was Caden Rickey and Hunter Hyman coming up to make the tackle. And we also have a flag. Face mask on Lincoln Christian. So Sapulpa on their last possession ran 3 plays, all of them going to Justin Squire. It ended with a 34-yard touchdown run. This is that was the first play that did not go to Justin Squire. Owen Jones going to line up under center. He's got 3 running backs, and this one goes to Squire. Squire cuts inside a defender to the 30, 25, 20. Juke move again, close to the 15-yard line before being brought down by Dylan Baldridge. Justin Squire, another great run.
Check that man's license. He drove here.
And we got another penalty flag as Lincoln Christian going to line up off sides and get whistled for 5 yards. A lot of penalties in the early going for both teams. Here in the first quarter, Owen Jones going to line up under center for Sapulpa Blue. Takes the snap, going to hand it off. They're going to run it up right up the middle. And a 4-yard gain. For the Sapulpa ball carrier, I believe Easton Howard on the run. There you take a look at the trio of Sapulpa running backs there. Justin Squire, number 91, doing most of the damage for Sapulpa. Jones under center. This time we're going to do a reverse end around for the Chieftains, diving for the pylon. He's going to be out of bounds. Brandon Woods with the nice end around run. Going to be pushed out of bounds by Caleb Wilson, just shy of the end zone. So Sapulpa now has first down at the 1. We'll see if they can knock this one in. Owen Jones, QB sneak right up the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sapulpa. Owen Jones. He gets into the end zone. Sapulpa gets into the end zone for the second time this afternoon, and they will try to tackle on the point after TD. And it's a reverse pass all alone in the end zone. Oh, he dropped it in the end zone. Bradley Breland left all by himself, almost comes up with it. But instead, it's 12-6 in favor of Sapulpa. The Chieftains leading Lincoln Christian here 12-6, 2:33 left in the first quarter. If you have a kid that is involved in youth football right now and they need something to do in the springtime, well, we have good news for you. The Indian Nations Lacrosse Conference is coming this spring. For more information, you can check them out on the web, www.inyyouthlacrosse.com. Here's the kickoff for Sapulpa, and it goes behind some Lincoln Christian teammates. It's going to be picked up by Caleb Wilson. He wants to run to the far sideline to the 25. He's going to be brought down. And on the tackle was Cameron White. So Lincoln Christian going to set up shop at the 28. See, the 29-yard line. Both teams with, this is Lincoln Christian's second possession. Sapulpa scored on both of theirs. We'll see if the Bulldogs can do the same. Here comes a man in motion. They'll fake the handoff to him. And here comes Caleb Wilson. Wilson going to be brought down by Brandon Woods. Wilson on the carry, or excuse me, that was Luke Williams on the carry. Both of them having an impact here early on for Lincoln Christian. In the shotgun, taking the snap, rolling to the left. Luke Milligan throws it down and caught by Dylan Barnridge. He's going to be brought down at midfield. Brandon Woods on the tackle. Lincoln Christian picks up a first down just past midfield to the Sapulpa 49-yard line. Clock dips under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Going to turn around and hand off to Wilson. Wilson, a little hurdle / stiff arm for Wilson there at the 45-yard line. He's going to be brought down by Preston Sherwood, but Luke Williams, said Wilson earlier, I apologize. Luke Williams with the nice run. And I don't know what he was doing around the 45-yard line. He kind of jumped / stiff-armed a defender, whatever works, to pick up the extra yards. Lincoln now down to the 43-yard line. Shotgun formation for Lincoln. Rolling out to the right is Milligan. Milligan looking downfield. He's got a receiver. Caught at the 28 to the 25, 20, 15, 10, and pushed out of bounds was Preston Whitmarsh. Easton Howard with the touchdown saving tackle as Whitmarsh was left all by himself behind the Sapulpa defense. Nice strike from Luke Milligan. And now Sapulpa is going to take a timeout. Sapulpa going to take a timeout, their first of the game. And with 1:15 left in the first quarter, Lincoln Christian will have first down. I believe it'll be first and goal at the 10-yard line. Gives us an opportunity to once again thank our fine sponsors of the 2016 INFC Football Championships. Every season starts at Dick's Sporting Goods. Go check them out either around town or also online. Huntington Tutoring as well, your tutoring solution, as well as Classic Chevrolet, locally owned since 1988. Lincoln Christian out of the Sapulpa timeout. They're going to line up in the shotgun, two receivers to either side. Milligan going to fake the handoff, and he's going to be brought down by a trio of Sapulpa defenders, including Owen Jones, also in there on the tackle, Kyler Bearpaw.
49, Kyler Bearpaw on the tackle.
There you see Owen Jones. Saw Owen Jones for Sapulpa. Also doubles as the Chieftain quarterback on offense. Milligan lining up in the shotgun formation. Luke Williams lined up to his right, trying to get Sapulpa to jump, and they do. They get the Chieftains to jump off sides. They'll mark it up 5 yards. Replay the down. We'll see what Lincoln Christian draws up. Both these teams, very successful seasons. Of course, they're playing for a championship here as Luke Williams off the left side, cuts inside at the 5-yard line and into the end zone. Luke Williams with the touchdown. His second on the afternoon, this time from 5 yards out. Luke Williams with his second touchdown on the afternoon, and Lincoln, instead of going for the 2-point conversion kick, they're going to go for the PAT, try to take the 1-point advantage. There you have Milligan and Williams in the shotgun. Milligan throwing to his left. It's going to be incomplete in the end zone, intended for Dylan Barnridge. But we're knotted up at 12 apiece, still in the first quarter. Both teams having no problem driving down the field and scoring. 20 seconds left in the first period. Lincoln Christian ties this thing up with Sapulpa at 12 apiece. Sapulpa once again coming into this contest undefeated on the year at 10-0. Lincoln Christian not too shabby, 9-1 on the season. Battle of the Bulldogs and the Chiefs here. As Lincoln Christian, they got on the scoreboard twice this afternoon, thanks to running back Luke Williams, 1-yard touchdown run, as well as a 5-yard touchdown run. Sapulpa, they scored on their first possession on a 34-yard touchdown run by Justin Squire. They also added a 1-yard QB sneak from Owen Jones on their last possession. We'll see what they do here as another kick, and Lincoln Christian going to come up with it. It hit off of a Sapulpa up man. I believe it hit off of Preston Sherwood. And the kick goes all the way back to the 43-yard line, and Lincoln recovers it. Bulldogs now with an extra possession here and an opportunity to take their first lead of the game. as Milligan will line up in the shotgun. He rolls out to the right. He wants to throw it deep, but the receiver fell down. As Dylan Baldridge got tripped up in the defensive backfield. Luke Milligan showing off the arm on that pass. Second down now, 10 yards to go. The ball is at the 43-yard line. Milligan lines up in the pistol, running back behind him. He'll take the snap, turn around, hand off to Williams. Williams spins out of a tackle and is still brought down at the line of scrimmage. Good gang tackling that time by Sepulpa, but good job as well by Luke Williams to spin out of a tackle. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Lincoln Christian has the ball. When we come back, it is 12 apiece between the Bulldogs and the Sepulpa Chieftains. Here live from Glenpool, it's the 2016 INFC AA Championship game. And we welcome you back to second quarter action as Lincoln Christian and Sepulpa tied up at 12 apiece. Luke Milligan in the shotgun. He wants to throw it to his right. He has a man. Did he come up with it? He caught it. Coming up with the catch was Hunter Hindman. Easton Howard coming up from his safety position and laying the wood. Good job by Hunter that time securing the catch as Howard nearly separated the receiver from the ball. And look, that's the job of the safety. He did his job correctly, but just a better play that time by Hunter to come up with the catch. Luke Milligan, quarterback for Lincoln, going to line up in the shotgun once again. Running back Luke Williams to his left, trying to get Sepulpa to jump off sides. They won't do it. Now he checks the far sideline to potentially change the play. Now Williams going to line up to Milligan's right. He drops back, halfback screen here. Williams trying to make something happen past the 50, close to the 45 before he's brought down by another trio of Sepulpa defenders. Williams picks up the first down for Lincoln. First down, 10 yards to go for the Bulldogs. Milligan rolling to his right, getting pressure, finds Williams to the 45, stiff-arming a defender, but Squire bringing him down. Justin Squire, great tackle in the open field as Milligan had to get rid of it. He was getting pressured in the backfield, and he was able to find his safety valve, Luke Williams. Now getting the play call from the far sideline. Milligan and Williams going to line up in the backfield. Two receivers to either side. Milligan going to line up in the shotgun. And now Williams going to split out wide. 5 receivers now in the formation. He's going to throw it to Williams. Williams hits his knees to catch the pass shy of the 40-yard line, so it's a gain of about a couple of yards, brings up third down. Short 5, long 4 to go, whichever way you look at it, in between the yard markers. Milligan This time going to line up in the pistol. Fakes to the fullback, going to hand off to Williams, off to the left side, cuts inside a defender, close to the first down, but he's going to be brought down by Brandon Woods. Woods in there to make the tackle, brings up 4th down, and decision time for Lincoln. Got to go for it here, though. 4th and 2. You don't get much if you decide to punt.
You're going to have to get louder than that, man.
Sepulpa trying to get a stop here. Neither team has been able to get a defensive stop yet until potentially this play right here. Milligan rolls to his right, wants to go to his safety valve, and Williams, he's got it, 35, 30, and he falls forward close to the 25-yard line, but being brought down by his shoelaces, Owen Jones. Going to be shaken up on the play. Williams picking up the first down for Lincoln Christian. Owen Jones also plays quarterback for Sepulpa. He's shaken up on the play. He's on the near sideline being attended to by the coaches. He looks to be okay, but they're going to send in a new defender and sub him out, let him get some water, shake it off. Meanwhile, Lincoln and Milligan lines up in the shotgun, sending a man in motion from the far sideline, takes the snap, little toss forward to Baldridge. He's to the 25, cuts back across the defender to the 20, and Baldridge will be brought down around the 20-yard line. Ethan Peterson with the tackle. Technically, after you call that a pass, Milligan, little pitch forward. Wasn't exactly a handoff. Milligan in the shotgun, rolling to his left, looking downfield. He has a man at the 10. He gets it to Baldridge, cuts back inside the defender, close to the 5-yard line. Baldridge got into the open field. Easton Howard brings him down. There you see the Lincoln faithful across the way from our location up in the press box. As this field at Glenpool, it runs north to south. Lincoln fans over on the west stands as Milligan lines up in the shotgun once again. This time a direct snap goes to Williams. Williams has to make something happen, but they're going to bottle him up in the backfield. A loss of about 2 yards. Kyler Bearpaw, along with several others, in there for the tackle. Also looked like number 50, Ethan Peterson, as well, a part of the group of Chieftain defenders in there on the tackle. And brings up 2nd down from the 9-yard line. Milligan takes the snap, rolls out to his right. He throws to the end zone, and there's a man, Preston Whitmarsh, caught for the Lincoln Christian touchdown. Both of these teams on fire offensively. 8-yard touchdown pass from Milligan to Whitmarsh. They'll try the 2-point conversion kick once again, this time into the north end zone. We'll see if they can get it. It's up. It looks good. And it is good.
He does the barrel roll on the ground. That brings your score, Lincoln Christian 20.
And after Lincoln Christian scored, kicked, I guess you'd have to consider it an onside kick. It hit a Sepulpa up man, bounced back into the hands of Lincoln Christian. That set them up for a big touchdown drive to give Lincoln their first lead of the game. The Bulldogs now on top of Sepulpa, 20-12. That was a long drive, by the way. 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. That drive started at the end of the first, so we've had some back and forth football really until that drive. Lincoln taking a lot of time off the clock in the second period. Sepulpa looking to get the football back. It's been a while since their offense has been on the field.
Over here, 7. No, keep trying. You're not a good salesman. Bring your butt back over here and try to sell. Get that lady right by you. Hurry. Tell her we take credit cards, Blake. Come on.
Lincoln set to kick this thing off.
Hunter kicks it deep again.
And it's caught at the 44.
Right up the middle.
And we're going to have a flag on the near sideline. Ball close to midfield. Kyler Bearpaw on the far sideline caught the kick. The flag is going to be
We've got a block in the back on the kicking team.
that's the first time I've seen a block in the back on the kicking team, but that's the call from the official. I'm not quite sure why Lincoln Christian would be blocking,
First down, Chieftains.
but Sepulpa going to have excellent field position here with about 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter for halftime coming up soon. And we'll step aside momentarily. Owen Jones takes the snap. Justin Squire running to his left to the 40, 35, and he runs out of room and goes out of bounds. Justin Squire having himself a heck of a first half. Fantastic performance from 91. It's not very often you see a running back sporting 91, but Justin Squire makes it work. He's had a solid first half.
First down, Chieftains.
First down and 10 now for Sepulpa. Trailing now 20-12. They have not trailed in this game until now, as Owen Jones was shaken up on the last Lincoln drive as a defender, but he's back into the game. Looks all right at quarterback. He takes the snap, gonna hand it off, and Bearpaw working it past the 30-yard line, brought down around the 28 as Caden Rick, Dylan Baldridge, Sawyer Brooks also in there on the tackle. Second down, 6 yards to go for the Chieftains.
43 seconds left in this half.
Minute, 40 seconds left. Owen Jones under center, 3 running backs behind him. They're going to pitch it out to Easton Howard. Howard running to the right, cutting inside a defender, 25-20, spinning out of a tackle close to the 15-yard line, and finally being brought down in there on the tackle. Several guys for Lincoln. You had Dylan Baldridge, you had Caden Rick, you had Caleb Wilson as well. Big run by number 14 for the Chieftains, Easton Howard. Also plays a little safety for Sepulpa Blue. Undefeated on the season. You got to think that they probably haven't been in this position very often where they're trailing in a game after a perfect 10-0 season, regular season, and early playoff run here in the AA championships, as Jones will line up under center. They're going to hand it off and trying to make something out of nothing. How about Justin Squire on the far sideline to the 10-yard line? And he'll eventually go down, or maybe he won't. They just blow the ball dead. Justin Squire cannot get brought down as the referees finally blow the ball dead, as Squire was in the middle of a dog pile. And we're going to have a timeout, Sepulpa, as they'll try to score here before the halftime buzzer. Gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors, and we have some great ones. Starting with Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Hey, Thanksgiving is coming up, Black Friday. In particular, Dick's is going to have some great deals. Huntington Tutoring as well, your tutoring solution, and also Classic Chevrolet, locally owned since 1988. Go check them out. They'll give you a great deal as well. Classic Chevrolet.
Let's get loud for these kids out there.
Sepulpa inside the 10-yard line to the 7, trying to cash this one in. Working on the Lincoln defense, and They're going to fake the toss and hand it off, working it close to the 5-yard line. Bear paw on the carry. Dylan Baldridge comes up with the tackle. 3rd down, inches to go. Clock continuing to run. Sapulpa going under center, 3 running backs behind Owen Jones. Jones going to toss it to Squire. Squire working it to the left, breaks the tackle. Another tackle, accelerates into the end zone for a Sapulpa touchdown. His 2nd on the afternoon. Justin Squire, 7 yards out. A great run by Justin Squire. He turned on the Jets there.
And I just looked and your name is Justin. My bad. Touchdown, Chiefs. Gonna get a call from the grandpa.
Justin Squire with his 2nd touchdown run on the afternoon. The Chieftains now going for the point after attempt. 3 running backs lining up in the backfield. They'll take the snap, going for an in around. It's a pass into the end zone and batted away. Great defensive move by Dylan Baldridge. He saw it coming. He could have intercepted it. He's running back to the bench, feeling himself a little bit. He could have picked that off, but instead he made the smart move, just bat it down. And Lincoln Christian will hold on to a lead, 20-18 now. Bulldogs on top after the Justin Squire touchdown run. Again, his 2nd TD on the afternoon. And he's carried the ball several times here in the first half. Has a 34-yard touchdown run. That a 7-yard touchdown run. Probably has about, I'd say, don't have official stats up here in the booth, but I'd say he's probably about 75 to 80 yards on the afternoon. Getting closer and closer to the century mark. Not a bad day for Mr. Justin Squire. Lincoln Christian leading Sapulpa, though, 20-18. The difference being a 2-point conversion kick on the last touchdown. This 2nd quarter almost over, so Lincoln, depending on what happens here on this kick, going to have probably 1 play left. The ball is touched around the 40-yard line. Coming up with it is Dylan Baldridge, so potentially last play time here for Lincoln with 6 seconds left. 20-18. Bulldogs on top. We'll see what they want to do here. And they're going to take a timeout before this last play. They're going to draw something up, see what they can do. They are going to be setting up at their own 39-yard line. So, look, I'll say this. Luke Milligan, he has a heck of an arm. I don't think that he has an arm that could throw the ball 61 yards, at least not yet. Maybe in the future he will, but not quite yet. So they're probably going to draw up some, hook and lateral, start pitching it around, see if they can't get it into the hands of their playmakers like Luke Williams, Dylan Baldridge, Preston Whitmarsh. Try to figure out a way to get that ball all the way down to the end zone. We'll see what the Lincoln coaches drew up for their offense. Last play time for Lincoln here in the first half. Exciting first half in this 5th grade AA championship game. So Milligan sets up in the shotgun, takes a snap, rolls out to his left. He's going to throw it deep. He has a man all by himself. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Dylan Baldridge. He tossed it up to Dylan. And Baldridge, I'll tell you what, that ball was probably in the air for a good 25, possibly 30 yards. And Baldridge doing the rest of it. 61-yard touchdown pass. That's Milligan's 2nd touchdown pass of the game. Great play for Lincoln Christian. Milligan with an awesome touchdown pass. Dylan Baldridge with the touchdown catch. And Lincoln Christian on this final play scores. And if they go for the 2-point conversion, they could make it a 10-point advantage. This game, a lot of points. Defense optional in this AA championship game. Both teams extremely successful on offense. We'll see what they decide to do. Looks like they're going to go for the 1-point conversion as opposed to the 2 here. That's what they're going to do, as Milligan going to line up in the shotgun, gives the orders. Actually, they're going to toss it back. Baldridge looking to throw it, and he's going to be hit as he throws it, and that's how the first half is going to come to an end, as Luke Milligan was giving instructions around the line. The center snapped it back to Luke Williams. Williams handed it off to Dylan Baldridge, and Baldridge was trying to find a man in the end zone, but Lincoln Christian still, despite that failed attempt, will go into halftime with a 26-18 lead. We've reached the half. We'll come back here momentarily with a first half recap, and then we'll have third quarter action here. After this, you're watching the 2016 INFC championship games.
Let's introduce our Lincoln Christian 5th grade cheerleaders. JC Adams, Bree Anwar, Riley Brassfield, Sierra Dillingham, Madeline East, Miranda Goodnight, Allison Jewell, Aaron Ketcher, Julia Crutz, Paula Lawrence, Kate Posey, Taylor Stone, Mia Tucker, and Peyton Tuckle. Hold on, ladies, we're going to restart the song. The mom forgot to take the phone off the case. Blame the mom. Let's give it up for our 5th grade Bulldogs cheerleaders. Thank you. Give a big round of applause to the Bulldog cheerleaders. Good job, ladies. And here comes your 5th and 6th grade Sapulpa cheer. champion and the mascot. Anna. Sure. Hey, bring more beer. You want one? Pizza? You want a piece? Go a piece? I'm gonna bring it over. Hey, anything going to apartment up here? It's all little bars. There's only 4 pieces in it. I told you. Just don't call little apartment up here. Let's get. Where is it? Is Dayton here? If you are looking to get a free candy bar, first person to come up to the press box will get a free candy bar.
Candy bar. Candy bar.
Free candy bar, first person. Hey, you go get me Diet Coke and tell them it's for the press box and get whatever you want. Got it? Tell them Steve sent you. You got it? Thanks, buddy.
I sound like rugby.
Yeah, I guess.
Wait 5 minutes.
4 slices? There's 6 grown men up here.
I just say I'm gone. We'll get more.
Number 12, Owen Jones, going to be kicking off.
Welcome back to Glenpool, Oklahoma. It's the 2016 INFC Championships in the AA 5th grade division, brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods and Huntington, as well as Classic Chevrolet. Lincoln Christian on top of Sepulpa, 26-18. Third quarter about to begin. Sepulpa will be kicking off. It's Owen Jones set to kick things off for the Chieftains. And an onside kick is going to go out of bounds. And so Lincoln Christian going to start this second half with some good field position. Lincoln Christian scored 4 times in the first half. 1-yard touchdown run by Luke Williams, a 5-yard touchdown run by Luke Williams, as well as an 8-yard touchdown pass from Luke Milligan to Preston Whitmarsh, and a 61-yard touchdown pass from Milligan to Dylan Baldridge. And Lincoln Christian going to take a timeout before their first offensive snap of the second half. So that gives us an opportunity to break down the Sepulpa scoring plays as well. A 34-yard touchdown run by Justin Squire, a 1-yard QB sneak by Owen Jones, and then a 7-yard touchdown run by Justin Squire. So Squire with a couple of touchdowns there in the first half. Luke Williams with a couple of touchdown runs for Lincoln Christian. Luke Milligan with a couple of touchdown passes for Lincoln Christian Black, who comes into this game at 9-1 on the season. Sepulpa Blue comes into this game undefeated at 10-0 on the year. Bulldogs with a 26-18 advantage. This game's been back and forth throughout, but the Bulldogs with an onside kick in the first half has given them the advantage. Now a play action pass out to Baldridge, caught at the 45 to the 50, 45, 40, and he's going to be brought down just past the 40. Easton Howard coming up to make the tackle. First down after the pass. Pass and catch from Luke Milligan to Dylan Baldridge gives the Bulldogs a first down at the Sepulpa 38-yard line. And one of the officials looking at Bradley Breland on the field. Here's the snap. It's going to go to Luke Williams. Williams trying to get the corner on the right side. Now he's going to cut it back to the 35, still running, and finally being brought down at around the 32-yard line. Preston Sherwood coming up to make the tackle. Both teams scoring a lot in the first quarter. And then we had a much faster second period. Luke Williams now, again, he's in the open field to 25-20. Going to be brought down just past the 20-yard line. Preston Sherwood on the tackle.
You need me to talk to him? You want me to tell him? Yeah, I'll tell him. Good job, buddy. You know, you like everyone.
First and 10, Lincoln rolling out to the right, trying to throw it. He gets rid of it as he's being brought down. Great play in the backfield. Kyler Bearpaw nearly coming up with a sack. You see him, he's a little frustrated. He almost got himself a sack, but Milligan getting rid of the ball at the very last second. Good pressure that time by Kyler Bearpaw. Number 49 called his name a couple of times in the first half. In the shotgun, here goes Milligan rolling to his left. He's throwing it. It's caught at the 10. Nice catch by Dylan Baldridge, jumping up and coming down with it. He flips it to the referee as Milligan continues a strong passing game. Baldridge, a couple receptions on this drive already. First and goal now for the Bulldogs. Milligan lining up in the pistol. Luke Williams behind him. And Williams will get the carry. Cuts at the 5 and into the end zone from 8 yards out. Luke Williams with his 3rd touchdown on the afternoon. Getting some love from his offensive lineman on the 8-yard touchdown run.
He says he wants to be a professional baseball player. My man, stick to football.
Williams with a trio of touchdown runs this afternoon. And Lincoln Christian going to go for the 2-point conversion. Hunter Hyman booted 1 in the first half. We'll see if he can get this one up and through. And it is good. Lincoln Christian, they've scored they've scored 4 of the last 5 touchdowns, as their offense has been there's no nearly in it. They've been unstoppable. Sapulpa has not been able to stop them yet, and the Bulldogs now on top 34-18. The Sapulpa offense has been relatively unstoppable as well. We'll see what the Chieftains can do in response to the Bulldogs. 34-18, and we'll want to remind you, coming up in the spring, the Indian Nations Lacrosse Championship season begins in the spring of 2017. Never too early to start thinking about those spring months, what you're going to do. And for more information on that, you can visit them on the web, www.inyyouthlacrosse.com. A lot of carryover between football and lacrosse. So if you have a youngin' that needs something to do in the springtime, no more football, get them into lacrosse. Easton Howe are going to have to go all the way back to the 19-yard line, and he does the smart thing by just diving on it to kind of stop the play, stop the ball from going backwards. As somehow, some way, none of the Chieftains were able to come up with it before it rolled past Howard. He had to track it down. And so Sapulpa trailing 34-18. Not going to have the best of field positions here on this drive. Under 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. First and 10. The run goes to the fullback. Caden Rickey coming up with the tackle. In there on the run.
If you want to know about the pizza, it's the best. We brought a box up here, and the TV ate it all. Didn't even share.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Owen Jones under center for Sapulpa. One receiver to the near sideline. He takes the snap. It's a reverse and brought down. What a tackle by Luke Williams. Luke Williams coming in and busting up the reverse. Makes it 3rd and very long for Sapulpa. Williams with the big tackle. Drops Sapulpa back to about the 12-yard line. Williams, great game by him offensively and defensively. 3 touchdown runs on offense. Here's a toss to Squire. Squire trying to make something happen. He's to the 10, running out of room to the 15, and he's going to be pushed out around the 18-yard line. Dylan Baldridge escorting Squire out of bounds. 4th down, 12 yards to go. They got to get it past the 30-yard line to get the first down. Owen Jones lining up with 3 running backs behind him. He's going to take the snap. Here's a halfback pass, throwing it deep, and intercepted by Lincoln at the 20 to the 15, and brought down Caden Rickey with the interception for Lincoln Christian.
First down, Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
And by just FYI, we do have Powerade for sale at the concession at $2. You are thirsty. Like I said,
Lincoln Christian coming up with a huge interception, and the Bulldog offense now back on the field. They have scored on all of their possessions and trying to, well, I'll tell you what, if they score again, this one's probably over. Milligan giving the instructions, lining up in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. It's going to be a toss forward to Baldridge. Baldridge going to be brought down. What a tackle by Easton Howard. Howard coming up from his safety position to fly in and make the tackle of Dylan Baldridge. He's come up and made several plays here this afternoon. It's the 5th grade AA championship games. INFC 2016 title games brought to you by Huntington. Here's a roll to the left. Nice block for Milligan. Milligan to the 15, and he's going to be dragged down. Easton Howard once again coming up and making the stop. Brought him down by his ankles. Luke Williams cutting back and having a huge block to help his QB Milligan. Now it's 3rd down. If Sapulpa can get a stop here, that would be huge. Luke Milligan in the shotgun, rolls out to his right, surveying the defense, wants to throw it into the end zone. He's got a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Lincoln Christian. Dylan Baldridge again as he catches his 2nd touchdown pass on the afternoon. However, it's wiped away. Holding penalty on the Lincoln offensive line. And the Bulldogs will face 3rd down once again. Luke Milligan found Baldridge for a touchdown there. Now they face 3rd and very long, but I'll tell you, in the first half, Luke Milligan found Baldridge for a 61-yard touchdown pass. Milligan rolling to his right, wants to throw it and finds a man. Caught just inside the 20-yard line, going to be well short of the first down marker. In fact, he's short of the original line of scrimmage as Preston Whitmarsh comes up with the catch. 4th down, 12 yards to go. Decision time now for the Bulldogs. 34-18. Lincoln on top. Fumble, and he's going to throw it up. Intercepted by Sapulpa. There is a flag on the play. Easton Howard with the interception. The penalty should not matter. It's going to be declined. Illegal shift on Lincoln Christian. It is declined by Sapulpa. And the Chieftains and Easton Howard, they make sure that the interception that their quarterback threw does not matter as they come up with an interception of their own. And Sapulpa now, for the first time today, stops the Lincoln Christian offense. They're back on the field. 1st and 10. Owen Jones underneath center. Goes up. Has a man. Here's Easton Howard. 35-40. Oh, he falls down at the 40-yard line. Easton Howard brought down by Dylan Baldridge. Howard got into the open field and was going to try to possibly pull off the juke move around the 40, but got tripped up and falls just at the 42. Owen Jones with 3 running backs once again behind him. This time he's going to toss it to Squire. Squire off the left edge to the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. He's got a blocker, 35, 30, and finally brought down Justin Squire. He's got to be well over the century-yard mark, as he definitely has over 100 yards on the ground now. And Sapulpa is cooking offensively into Lincoln Christian territory. The ball is down at the Lincoln 30-yard line. Sapulpa now faces 1st and 10. Same formation for the Chieftains. Jones under center, takes the snap. Gonna hand it off to Howard. Howard up the middle. And he's gonna be brought down by Caden Ricky. Second down, 7 yards to go for Sapulpa, trailing it 34-18. This game was tied at 12 apiece, and then Lincoln Christian blew up. Jones to Justin Squire. Squire breaks a tackle to the 20, 15, another broken tackle to the 10. He's still on his feet, out of bounds on the far sideline. Justin Squire, definitely the most valuable player for Sapulpa offensively, as he just cannot be brought down on the first, even sometimes second or third. Ball is now at the Lincoln Christian 9-yard line, 1st and goal for the Chieftains. The 5th grade blue. Owen Jones under center, going to toss it left, this time to Howard. Howard trying to break some tackles around the 7-yard line, but he's going to be brought down by several different defenders over there near the far sideline. 2nd down, goal to go. They place the ball on the 7-yard line. Clock continuing to roll. Closing in on the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Sapulpa can score before we reach the end of the 30. Jones under center. Going to turn around. Tosses it to Squire. Squire trying to make something out of nothing. Breaks the tackle. And what a great tackle on the far sideline. It was Sawyer Brooks coming up and making the tackle by Sawyer to stop Justin Squire, and that's something that not a lot of people have been able to do, which is stop number 91 for the Chieftains. And the clock continues to roll, and we are at the end of 3. After 3 quarters, Lincoln Christian on top of Sapulpa, 34-18. 8 minutes left to crown a AA champion in the 2016 INFC Championships. From Glenpool, brought to you by Huntington. First play of the 4th and final quarter here as we are back to action in Glenpool. Caleb Wilson comes up and makes the tackle. Sapulpa now faces 4th down. Michael Knight live from Glenpool High School. Hey, take a look at one of Sepulpa's biggest fans. The Chieftains trailing Lincoln 34-18. Ball headed off to Squire. Squire right up the middle. He's got an easy lane for 6. Justin Squire with the 6-yard touchdown run. Third touchdown run on the afternoon for Squire. He joins Luke Williams from Lincoln Christian. Lincoln running back also has 3 touchdowns on the day. Here's the handoff to Squire. Squire going up the middle, getting close. His quarterback says he was in, and the referee on the far sideline says nope, he was short. And Lincoln Christian holds on the goal line. That makes it 34-24 in favor of Lincoln Christian.
Water, the best pizza on the block, Chick-fil-A sandwiches. We take credit cards. Go on down and check out the concession. We need you to.
Gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors. Lincoln Christian on top of Sapulpa 34-24. This is the 2016 INFC Championship Games brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods. Every season starts at Dick's. Also Huntington Tutoring, your tutoring solution. And finally, Classic Chevrolet, locally owned since 1988. AA championships in the 5th grade division. Sapulpa, I guarantee you they haven't faced this position all season long, as they have not lost a game all year. They find themselves down in the 4th quarter by 10, 34-24. The Bulldogs 9-1 on the year. And here's the kickoff. It's going to be caught, and immediately hitting the field was Caden Rickey, who does a smart thing, catches it, and immediately hits the turf. And the Bulldogs offense is going to set up just outside of midfield, just at their 49-yard line, very close to the 50. Sapulpa was able to do something that they weren't able to do all game on their last defensive possession, and that was stop Lincoln Christian from getting into the end zone. And so far, so good defensively for the Chieftains on the first play. Jones coming up and making the tackle for Sapulpa. There you get a look at number 12, also plays QB for the Chieftains. Brings up 2nd down and 8 yards to go after the 2-yard gain. Milligan lining up in the pistol. Luke Williams lines up behind him at tailback. Milligan will hand it off to him, and busting up that play, how about Kyler Bearpaw coming in and making the huge stop. Also Nicholas Dobbs in there on the tackle. Bearpaw wasn't in there by himself, as Dobbs was able to help finish him off. 1-yard loss for Luke Williams, and it's 3rd down, 9 yards to go. Sapulpa defense starting to feel it. Milligan in the shotgun. Williams lines up to his left. Milligan going to roll out to the left, looking for a man downfield. He has a man right around the 1st down marker. It is caught by Dylan Baldridge, and that referee right there on the far sideline, he's going to motion that it was a 1st down. Baldridge catching that pass right in front of the official on his knees. And that brings up 1st down, and the clock will continue to roll now as the Bulldogs remain in the pistol. 1 running back, and that's Williams, and he's going to get the handoff. He's to the 40, brought down shy of the 35-yard line. Four-yard pickup. And now we have whistles. And we're going to have an official timeout. The referee walking number 50, Ethan Peterson, off the field. It looks like he's a little banged up, holding his left shoulder there. Coaches are going to look at him on the sideline. Hopefully he's able to come back into the game, but he looks all right. Hey, coming up next spring, if you're looking to get your football player or youngster into a sport in the spring, you can check out the Indian Nations Lacrosse Conference, which starts in the spring of 2017. For more information on that, check out www.inyouth.lacrosse.com. Second down, 5 yards to go as we're back to action. Williams trying to make something out of nothing, and Sepulpa ain't letting it happen. Coming up to make the tackle. Let's see, you had Bear Paw there. You had Preston Sherwood. I thought I saw Justin Squire in there as well. That brings up third down and about 5 yards to go. Sepulpa trailing 34-24. Clock continuing to roll, though, as that becomes Sepulpa's worst enemy. Lincoln, all right with that clock to run, as Milligan going to fake the handoff to Williams. He wants to throw it, has a man. That's Whitmarsh, past the 30 to the 25. It's a first down for the Bulldogs and more. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Brandon Woods with the tackle. First down, Lincoln, and they're going to be able to continue to milk some of this clock away, as the Bulldogs offense has been, you can't say completely unstoppable, but very close. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say I'd give them about a 9. 10 is perfect. Every single possession you score, perfect. Give them a 9, maybe even a 9.5 for Lincoln offensively today. In the shotgun, here's a direct snap, and not going to go anywhere, as Luke Williams, he's looking to the official wondering why he got hit. He had the ball on the turf, and he was still hit back at the 30-yard line. Second down, 15 yards to go at the 30, and Lincoln, hey, they're all right with it. That clock continuing to roll. They're up by 10. Milligan has been able to help Lincoln out with his arm, and this time the direct snap to Williams. Williams on the left edge. He's past the 30, close to the 25, and a nice little somersault on the the far sideline. Easton Howard brings him down. A nice run by Williams. I believe he stayed in bounds. So that clock continues to roll, and it's third down now for the Bulldogs. They've already converted on third down on this possession. We'll see if Milligan can work his magic with the arm again on this play. Sends a man in motion. This time it's Baldridge, and going up the middle, close to the 15, and being brought down by Justin Squire. Under 2 minutes to go now. Fourth down upcoming for Lincoln Christian. We'll see what the Bulldog offense dials up here. Milligan trying to get Sepulpa to jump off sides. They're going to call a timeout. Smart decision. They run the clock all the way down before the play clock expires, and they use a timeout. So with 1:36 left, they stop the clock. 34-24. Lincoln now with decision time. We'll see what they do. All right, you're facing fourth down. decision time for the Bulldogs as they'll figure out what – I mean, you have several options. You could either try running it with Luke Williams. He's had a heck of a game so far. You could throw it. You have a couple receivers who have proven that they can make some big plays. Dylan Baldridge, Preston Whitmarsh. And then, of course, your QB, Luke Milligan, has had a solid game throwing the ball. Here's the ball on the turf, and Lincoln just going to have to fall on it at the 30-yard line. Little trick play does not work out, and Lincoln Christian going to turn it over. Luke Williams frustrated with his teammates as he had to just run back and fall on the ball. It turns over to Sapulpa, and they'll have a minute 32. Minute 32 left in the game. Sapulpa's offense now hitting the field. Now the only problem for the Chieftains is their offensive success comes on the ground. And they haven't been able to break off a lot of long runs. We'll see what they can do here. A reverse comes to Brandon Woods. He's surrounded by Lincoln defenders, but he's still working. He's still running his legs. And he's still on his feet, but he was going to be whistled down after forward progress was stopped in the backfield by several different Bulldog defenders, and Sapulpa going to take their first time out. Gives us an opportunity to once again thank our sponsors with a little over a minute left in the game. Lincoln on top of Sapulpa 34-24. Dick's Sporting Goods every season starting at Dick's. Also Huntington Tutoring, your tutoring solution, and Classic Chevrolet, locally owned since 1988. Go check out all three of those fantastic businesses. Proud sponsors of INFC football, and specifically the INFC AA championship games live from Glenpool, Oklahoma. Beautiful November day, by the way. Beautiful November day. Started out a little chilly earlier this morning, but this afternoon it's great. They throw it out to Justin Squire. Squire spins around, and he gets out of bounds around the 35-yard line. Sawyer Brooks escorting him out of bounds. Ten-point advantage for the Bulldogs. Sapulpa trying to make something happen. Four receivers out to the right. He's going to throw it out to his man. That's Elliott Howard. As Howard going to be bottled up. Howard. Going to be stopped. Sapulpa going to take a timeout. They're going to have one timeout remaining. And that brings up fourth down. So this is the play of the game for Sapulpa. If they want to keep their season alive, if they want to keep their hopes alive, and look, it's not looking good down by 10, under a minute to go. But they still are in this contest. They'll try to keep this possession going. If they don't, then it's all but over. And Lincoln Christian more than likely going to capture the AA championship game here in the 5th grade division. Lincoln has just had a phenomenal game. Got to tip your cap to them. Got to tip your cap to Sapulpa as well. That first quarter was outstanding. 4 touchdowns between the two teams in an 8-minute quarter. Defense definitely optional there. As here we got a reverse to Justin Squire. He's got room to run. He stiff arms the defender to the 40. He's accelerating to the 50, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Justin Squire over 200 yards on the afternoon. And more importantly, he gets into the end zone for the Chieftains. 65-yard touchdown run for Justin Squire. He has 4 touchdowns on the afternoon.
Justin, we do have Powerade in the concession. After the game, we got Powerade. $2,
Now Sapulpa with 41 seconds left. They will line up and try to get the 1-point conversion. Owen Jones under center, takes the snap, going to hand off to Elliott Howard. Howard going to be bottled up, brought down in there on the tackle, Zyler Moore. And so the Bulldogs come up with the stop. Now it all comes down to the kick. Onside kick time for Sapulpa. They haven't been able to get an onside kick. They haven't been able to get one today. Lincoln Christian, however, got an onside kick in the first half, and that was really the turning point of this game as they tied things up at 12 apiece. Then they get an onside kick and march down and score again to make it 20-12. And really, since that point, it's been all Lincoln Christian up until now, as it is now 34-30 in favor of the Bulldogs. Justin Squire, a great game. In fact, look, I don't care what happens the rest of this game. Well, if Sapulpa gets it back and Squire runs in another touchdown, he's the MVP by himself. But he's definitely at least co-MVP of this game. Here comes the onside kick from the Chieftains. We'll see who they attack. They'll kick it to the left, and it's going to be picked up by potentially Lincoln's most valuable player, Luke Williams. And there you see the Lincoln faithful over on the far sideline, proud of their Bulldogs. They've all but clinched the 2016 AA INFC Championship. Lincoln Christian going to take a knee. Milligan lined up about 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Snap goes back to him, and he takes a knee. And I believe Sapulpa is going to use their final timeout. And so this is an opportunity for Sapulpa and their coaching staff, just talking to their kids and saying, look, kids, we had a great year. We had a great season. Keep your heads up. Keep sportsmanship. You know, don't be negative with the other team. The other team has the right to celebrate. Keep your heads up. Play to the final whistle. Proud of the Sapulpa Chieftains, 10-1 on the season. They're going to suffer their first loss in the title game. Lincoln going to improve to 10-1. And there's a fumble. Loose ball. Sapulpa comes up with it. Sapulpa with a miracle. They are still alive. Owen Jones comes up with it. The ball squirted back to Milligan. He couldn't come up with it. Luke Williams also couldn't come up with it. My apologies for saying Sapulpa going to fall to 10-1. As this game is not over. Sapulpa with life. 18 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 30. Jones under center. Going to fake the handoff. Here's the man, Justin Squire. He's on the left sideline trying to make something happen, but the Bulldogs bring him down for a 3-yard loss, and that is the end of the game. Sapulpa Lincoln Christian surviving a scare there in the end as they were just trying to take a knee and run the rest of the clock out, but Sapulpa coming up with a huge fumble recovery. What a game. From the beginning of this contest to the end, we've had nothing but excitement here as the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs winning it 34-30. Let's give you a little post-game rundown before the trophy presentation. Things started out with Sapulpa, and they went up 6-0 after Justin Squire scampered 34 yards for a Sapulpa touchdown. Lincoln countered with a 1-yard touchdown run by Luke Williams. That tied the game at 6 apiece. Owen Jones with a 1-yard QB sneak to make it 12-6 in favor of the Chieftains. Then that's when things got crazy good for Lincoln as Luke Williams ran in a 5-yard touchdown run to tie things up at 12 apiece. Then on the ensuing kickoff, they hit a Sapulpa up man who the ball bounced off his chest. Lincoln was able to recover, and then they marched right on down the field and score on an 8-yard touchdown pass from Luke Milligan to Preston Whitmarsh to make it 20-12 in favor of the Bulldogs. Sapulpa was able to respond with a 7-yard touchdown run by Justin Squire to make it a 2-point game, but Lincoln just before halftime, in fact, they scored with no time left in the second quarter. Luke Milligan found Dylan Baldridge for a 61-yard touchdown pass to make it 26-18. Lincoln would have the ball first in the third quarter, and Luke Williams would score his third touchdown on the afternoon. He finished with 3 touchdowns on an 8-yard TD to make it 34-18. Sapulpa and Justin Squire would score the next 2 touchdowns. As Justin Squire, you have to tip your cap to him over, look, this is unofficial. We don't have official stats, but I got to tell you, he has to have at least 200 yards on the ground this afternoon as Squire finishes with 4 touchdowns as well. That made it 34-30. They could not recover the onside kick. However, because of a Lincoln Christian fumble, Sapulpa still had one last shot, but Squire was bottled up in the backfield and brought down for a loss. And Lincoln Christian captures the 2016 AA 5th grade championship. And let's run down once again the rosters for both teams. Congratulations first for Sapulpa. There you see the Chieftains on the field about to receive their individual awards. Congratulations goes out to Ben Bryant, Isaiah Diaz, Brandon Woods, Isaiah Still, Owen Jones, Easton Howard. Easton Howard has had a heck of a game. Bradley Breland, Cameron White, Gabriel Hamilton, Austin Pimentel, Kyler Bearpaw, Ethan Peterson, Preston Sherwood, Nicholas Dobbs, Preston Edmonston, Dalton Rogers, Daniel Montgomery, Jackson Ritchie, and Hunter DeGraffenried. And I saved the best for last, number 91, Justin Squire. Over 200 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns on the ground for Sapulpa as they drop their first game on the season. They fall to 10-1 and finished second this year. For Lincoln Christian, they improved to 10-1. They are the champs. Congratulations goes out to Dylan Baldridge, Sawyer Brooks. Luke Milligan had a heck of a game at quarterback. Preston Whitmarsh caught a touchdown. Hunter Hyman, Zyler Moore, Caleb Wilson, Luke Williams. He scored 3 touchdowns on the ground. Calvin Martinez, Brogan Merson, Caden Rickey. He had a big interception as well. David Smithwick, Preston Noble, Emery Hatfield, Isaac Renner, Grayson Swafford, and Sam Wash. Congratulations to the coaching staffs for both teams as well. Congratulations goes out again to both teams, both for Sapulpa and Lincoln Christian. That does it for us up in the broadcast booth. We're going to throw it down onto the field. We're going to throw it down onto the field for the trophy presentation, as the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs are your 2016 AA champions. And this has been the INFC Championship Games brought to you by Dick's Sporting Goods, Huntington, and Classic Chevrolet from Glenpool.
Number 74, Dalton Rogers. Number 80, Daniel Montgomery. Number 88, Jackson Ritchie. And one of the best players on the field today, number 91, Justin Squire. Great job, bud. Number 99, Hunter. We'll go with Hunter. Let's give it up for the Sapulpa Chieftains on a great season. Regular season. All the way to the playoffs. Came down to the last break. Great job, Chieftains. And introducing the head coach for the Lincoln Christian Bulldogs, Joe Hare. And let's give it up for the volunteers that helped all year long: Carl Whitmarsh, Jared Buckton, Clint Williams, Mark Milligan, and Nick Noble. And number 1 with all Odell Beckham catches today, Dylan Baldridge. Number two,
he might be small, but that man can't tackle. Sawyer Brooks.
Number 4, Luke Milligan. That quarterback throwing everywhere today. Probably got 200-yard passes. Number 11, another good receiver, Preston Whitmarsh. Number 12, the kickoff specialist, Hunter Hyndman. Number 18, Zyler Moore. Number 20, Caleb Wilson. And the running back, number 28, Luke Williams. That man can run. Number 30, Calvin Martinez. Number 33, Brogan Mershon. Number 44, Caden Ricky. Number 50, David Smithwick. And number 54, Preston Noble. Number 58, Emery Hatfield. Number 62, Isaiah Greenard. Number 74, Grayson Schwafford. And number 77, Sam Walsh. And number 5, I see you out there. I know you. Are you out there, baby? Let's give it up for our Bulldogs. The champions of the Double-A State Championship. Round of applause for both teams today. Great outing. Now it's time to get those photos in. Your parents are allowed to go on the field for photos. At the 7-minute mark, we will have to leave the field. We got 13 minutes of photos. Ooh, damn.